by daylight.
There we go. The stream so I can read comments. We're gonna be playing Oni for a little while. Don't know how long. Might be 2 games, might be a couple hours. I'm not very good at Killer. I am not very familiar with Oni. I haven't played Oni since about like a couple months after its release, so like a year and a half, I guess. Queues are kind of brutal for Killer. Last time I played Dead by Daylight a few days ago, so I might also factor into how long I play. Hence I've been grinding Death Stranding because I like that game. I'm encouraged to just go back to that if things get rough. Apparently we have a Hooked on You event. It's pretty poggers. That's pretty poggers. Unfortunately, we don't get the spirit outfit. Which is, you know, less poggers. Yeah, see, his fucking build is, like, 2019 meta for Oni. There have been some alterations since then. Or what was that news? They said it in an event, but it's just skins in the store. Oh, okay, enjoy login bonuses. That'd be nice to know. I could have gotten the extra 100,000. We're keeping infectious. Probably don't have room for monitor anymore. Deadlock, I guess. I don't know if Artist is P2 or P3. P2. Oops. Pop is pretty decent, actually. I don't know if I want like bother to use it. Maybe the best is always a good choice. Oni can get decent value off of Dead Man Switch, actually. Run around your power, people are pretty scared of that usually. Could convince them to get off gens quicker than ordinarily would. To other killers. Pain Resi is just solid. Corrupt could be decent, but I think Dissolution might be the play. Just like Bloodlust every pallet when I'm not on my power. Could be decent. I think I'm more concerned about that first hit than that second one. What does Haptic Touch even do? Oh, that, okay. Except touch is bad. Retribution. I like how Dead Man Switch level 2, but Retribution and the other. Oh, I guess like a perk level 1. I don't know why that is. I want some sort of tracking. I kind of want barbecue on. Just be able to, like, you know, fury across the map. It seems kind of like a bad idea. Barbecues. Like, it's a good perk, it's not amazing. Nurse's Calling might be decent. With how many, you know, booners there will be. The Discordants could be okay. Go to group 2 people, maybe they double loop and, you know, sandbag each other. I'm just gonna do this. Also probably a poor idea. I nerf Top Knot. It's very sad. I think they fixed the bug where people were dropping too much blood as well. The Bloody Sash is deceptively good, because normally Oni, when he collects blood, moves slower than survivors, but this actually adds enough speed that you'll keep up. I think you might actually still gain a little bit of distance. Still slow down pretty significantly, though. Zakazuki and Lion Tapestry, or Ink Lion, can actually get you into Blood Fear really fast. We're not gonna use like transformative add-ons like Akito's Crutch, and we're just gonna put on Bloody Sash and Toenail to start with. These 4th years? Yeah. Actually, one last thing. Oh, okay. Got it. Unisex challenge. Dissolution level 2, let's go. Even though crowd control is probably the superior choice. Got excited from Dissolution. most of the time you see PC players in lobbies, and like most of the time it's just PC players. Sometimes you might get one or two console players, you know, like PS4. You know, of course, some of the cross plays are Xbox. But when I see 3 people or 4 people all PS4, I usually assume Swift. It's probably not a good thing, but I'm gonna use the Minotaur skin. I know they improved how much it blocks his vision. I don't know if it's all the way gone, but we're still gonna run it for a game to see how it is. Dude, poggers, the wood offerings still say slightly, considerably, stuff like that, instead of giving numbers. Like, really, it's like decreases the amount of hooks on the map, I think. Instead of like do anything to how close they spawn, I think it just takes a couple hooks off the map. Like how many can spawn and then just spaces them out as evenly as it can again. I might, you know, remove like a hook, maybe 2 hooks. Probably a hook because you can stack 4 of them. So I think that's how that works. Oh. Yamaoka. Not Onimi's map, but still Yamaoka. One trick to Shaq versus Chase is a little bit rough, especially as Oni. We gotta do what we gotta do. Maybe Bamboozle will be a better choice than Spear Fury and Daring. Just fought again. Oh, you left while getting a 3rd vault. I was gonna double back on the 3rd one. I respect it, and that was a bad play there, but they didn't punish me for it. It would have been nice to get that down there, but blood is also a good thing. Her leaving there is a good idea. I'll just do a simple double back here. It worked. Perfect use of Dead Hard. It's very nice. Use that at the pallet, so if I hit you, it doesn't matter. Though her then dropping the pallet was a poor play. I'm just gonna Demon Fury because I see 2 people. See how I do. I'm not gonna chase the 2nd person. I'm just gonna pick up before she gets under the pallet. Finish that gen. That one gets deadlocked. Kind of want to kick it, but you really do. I have to imagine the Nia will head towards that completed gen to find somebody to heal her. So I'm gonna start heading that way, and if not, I might cut somebody off. Sure enough. Probably because they gave Oni a punch animation. Oh, that was a really good weight there. Still get a hit. I would like to have just Demon Fury, but I was like 1 blood orb off. I'll just chase basic for a second. That was very fortunate. They're gonna do that gen that Nancy was hooked next to, and I can't really do much about that right now. Oh, these hooks are kind of spaced out. Maybe that add-on, maybe that offering is a lot better than I give it credit for. I'm just gonna Demon Fury immediately and head towards that gen that I'm almost certain they're gonna complete. didn't go for it. Very strange, but they failed a skill check here, which at least gives me some direction. Go into my right. Very fortunate there. I don't know why she hopped in there. Maybe a little bit of an inexperienced player. I'm gonna go ahead and kick this because I'll be prowling about for a moment. He's got a gamer. I don't know why I swung there. That was a bad idea. She doesn't get this, but the person will wiggle. I'm surprised she got that sabotage. Might have speed on it. That was a very obvious Zarina perk use. I don't want to down this woman. I don't want to chase her very long. I just want to get my power and to pick up this Nia. Normally I'd be worried about DS, but since sabotaging gets rid of it now, we're kind of pogging. I assume they'll be back on that gen or healing around there, so I'm just gonna Demon Fury and move over there. Move through the POW to cut off their windows of escape. They walked, but I think I just saw Scratchies there. Yep. I hear him to my left. Somebody's going for a save though, so I'll just go for that instead. Oh, they got scared off the save. Very bad idea there, but I guess it's better to get somebody off hook. And cancel the recovery animation. You're just gonna sabotage. Failed that. That gets rid of your DS, so you're just dead. She definitely should have left. I just realized that also gets rid of their endurance, which is very good for us. Meg just fucking Kobe'd. What a lad. Figured she was just gonna kill herself. I guess she just got lucky. That wasn't slippery meat. He was very unhappy with the events that had occurred. I'm gonna cut her off the shack. Rather her just pay a poor pallet. She doesn't make this unless she has Dead Hard. She has a flashbang in her hand. It's something to note. This is the one that likes jumping in lockers with that distraction perk. I didn't pay attention to Nancy's outfits. We're in a very good position. They still never completed that gen that I left like 95%. I'm not going to pick up any more blood unless there's a large amount of it, because it'll just be wasted once I hit a healthy person. I'm going to go and kick this since they left it for so long. Yeah, I'm just going to go straight back for hook because I think the healthy person will run there pretty quickly. I don't see any scratchies, so I was mistaken, but proxying is always an effective strategy. I'm gonna check up here. Ooh, they did. They just sneaked by. Sure enough, it's a Megan. They're both running to shack. I get the hit off Megan to get my power. I just got verified there. Oh, she's still in this locker. What a weirdo. I thought she went around, but I heard her. DS. Oh, that's pretty poggers. And then she's gonna do the flashbang for the Scott Tech, and I see her running this way. I did not suspect that at all. It's very good. I just got auto aim there. Spirit Fear Enduring coming in clutch. They're both there. That is 2 auras. Very interesting play by the Megan. I'm not confident in my ability to play Shack, so I'm just gonna, you know, go. Kinda like it's been worked down, so I'm not gonna walk the pallet. Just in case somebody was still here. I guess I saw 2 auras. I think it was 2. I think it was 2 people on top of each other, but I'm not sure. Hold on. Alright, we're gonna go right back around to Shack. Might still be lurking. See, bird flies there. And we got Megan in our sights. He's just gonna drop that pallet instantly, and so I'm just gonna go around. I'm gonna drop from this side to protect the hook, and I can hold her for blood as long as I want. Questionable play. I'm gonna keep chasing the Megan, actually. Maybe that one slugged for the other. This window is surprisingly good. Very good fake by her. Good read. I can't make this even with Bloodlust, I'll make her drop it. Then she'll run around through a window, but she won't get it fast. The window's actually not on the side, it's on the inside. Dead-hearted, I waited a moment. I got the blood pickup animation even though she was injured. Maybe that's something about hitting through dead hard. Not too sure. Because you do that animation if you hit endurance. They're going to be doing some funny haha locker stuff. So I'll run over here. I accepted the head on. My hearing wasn't as good as I thought it was. Moved a little bit too far to the side. I'm just gonna Demon Fury. Very nice. Yeah, I was none the wiser about that head on. I'm gonna scoop up as much blood as I can while I head back towards the other hook. They might go for a save, or they might just let him die and play a hatch game. They let him die, and then they're just gonna play hatch. I'm not too worried about hatch, but I'll Demon Fury around for it. Not much to commentate here. I'm just gonna Demon Fury around for hatch. They might find it before me, or I might miss it. Game's just over. Found hatch. Yeah, hatch is definitely 4K in my book. You know, it's a little gotcha for them, but I don't mind. That was a good game, I think. A double head-on. Yeah, so I think that was at least a 2-man, possibly a 3-man with the Nia, because I don't think anyone's actually crazy enough to bring a dedicated Sabo build to solo. And I was right on the call about the sabotage speed. It was an Alex's with a saw. Additionally, you might have noticed that Oni's sword when he was holding it down disappeared. So, you know, behavior is hard at work. Also, his torso looks a little bit weird, like it's twisted. They played very poorly. They were more concerned about using the perks, you know, sabotaging, head-oning. Ooh, got a burp. I'm drinking root beer. Overall, that was a pretty fun game, though. Got like 2 really nice flicks. And we're just gonna go claim our challenge and go back to queue. Actually, a little bit behind on Rift. Iridescent Gatekeeper. It's a bit rough. No, I don't respect Undetectable Oni. I respect Infectious Fright Oni. Didn't get too much value off of that, off of Infectious Fright that game, but it was fine. Let me sit in the queue for a minute. Bamboo's level 3. Average toenail enjoyer. Crowd control again. I think, like, when you see a perk in the Blood Web, it has a higher chance of reoccurring. At least it feels that way. Force Penance could be very interesting, actually, against better teams. Oh, Brutal is definitely the better perk choice, but I think in, like, games where people are playing really safe, like good teams who know how to play against Oni, it might be a good, like, gotcha to get that first hit, is why I'm running it. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is a 3-man. PC, names, all kind of simple items. I think if teams play really well, it's best to have Spirit Fury. I think it has a good chance of getting you the first hit if it's a little bit of a rough start. I hate that Bound Envelope isn't all gamers, it's all survivors. I think it should be all gamers. And they make Hollow Shell all gamers as well, who cares? I remember for a long time some of the Oni loading tips are incorrect. I can't remember. It was something about, like, you consume nearby blood when you activate Demon Fury. I tested this. It doesn't. You don't eat the blood webs or blood orbs around you. Like, I got Friend and Kill Your Friends. Slimp, actually. Got him to bleed in this big pile, and then I stood right in the middle of it, blood furied, and then waited for it to run out. And all the blood orbs are still there. So either that's not intended, or that loading tip is wrong. If it's intended, they might have fixed it by now. Yeah, I want to try Dissolution. I think it'd be very interesting while you're in your power, because people vault and then think that pallet's gonna save them. But the problem is you have to do that while it's active, and that might be a little bit more difficult to accomplish. Also, Oni's Dissolution is level 2. I think there might be somebody right there next to a tree. I'm gonna run through here first. Yeah, let's get progress, actually. I backstepped because I wasn't too sure. I went all the way around here. Thing is, did they walk or are they gonna double back? They stayed, strangely enough. Let's go to Shack. Good, safe option. I respect it. I don't mind holding him here for a while and just playing this simple to get blood orbs. I actually get Shack palette. That's useful because I'm not too confident in my ability to play Shack with Oni's power. And we're just gonna chase, get blood orbs. And then we're gonna move over to Cow Tree. I think there might be somebody in this corner. No, actually, I made a mistakes. One person actually spawned next to me. Or maybe even two. I'm gonna go over there because they're gonna be healing, sure enough. Power, and I'll chase a healthy person, try to get more value. Stayed right there, which was a big mistake. Maybe he thought I didn't know he was there. Oh, they did go on the side. I thought they went on the short side to throw me off. Got a For the People play, which is very, very interesting. I didn't think I'd actually get that. I thought she moved well enough. But I suppose I was mistaken. Getting that For the People is actually in our favor, because that's going to be a lot of blood generated. I think they're healing the Yoshi, but that's going to still be a nice little pile of blood right there. Other person moved over there. Or maybe they ran because of Infectious Fright, which is definitely a possibility. No, they healed the Yoshi, so it's going to be a fat pile of blood orbs. And I'm just going to chase the Yoshi for a hit, and maybe this pallet. He should W. Oh, he doesn't pay attention. That's very good information. So I'm going to Demon Fury while looking at him in case they have comms, and then go towards Hook. I'm just going to pick up straight away. Leave that Nancy to bleed a little bit. I'm gonna pick up that little pile and see if I can just hit somebody instead. I don't want to skip out on Shaq, but I don't like want to lose the game for Shaq. There's blood here, so I think this is Nancy's blood I'm following. Sure enough. Amazing dead hard from Yoshi. I'm chasing Nancy, so Yoshi has to use time mending. Nancy's pathing is pretty poor, actually. Good spin. I'm going to Demon Fury and move towards Hook, because I believe Yoshi is going for it. No, he isn't. He got scared. Look at Nancy, go for Yoshi. Good pallet throw from him. Very impressive. And a poor flick from me. Good Spirit Fury value. I could have capitalized a little more on it. This is actually a kind of dangerous pickup because Nancy could have still been around. Still be healing at Hook again, I do believe. I'm pick up a little bit of blood and head that way. Michaela actually boomed after she got on Hook, so it'll be right in this area. Sure enough. I'm actually gonna give them some distance and snuff, so I can pick up blood and then make up that distance that way. I think she'll sit at this pallet. I was mistaken, and also flicked poorly. I'm very surprised I didn't connect. Ooh, I made a mistake. Aww. Very poor play for me. I don't think it'll matter. She doesn't have much to run to here. See, 2 gamers there. Maybe 3. So that's going to be them where they healed. Also, this Michaela is very laggy. Fortunately, that works in my favor because I get hit on the Nancy. She's too far away to get the save. She actually DC'd completely, which is a very powerful mind game. I'm gonna head over here because I do believe they healed here. I was mistaken. I'm gonna move towards where I think the Nancy is still gonna be. I think that bird landing is from me. Some blood here. I think this is old blood here. This is some newer stuff. She must have moved over here to either finish or team up. Seems like it was a team up. Fortunate hit. Does he wait here or does he W? He waits here. I'm actually gonna power to try and play this. See, it's actually a really good mind game to run directly into the killer, because a lot of the time they panic and swing immediately. And if I wasn't in my power there, I would actually swung into him, completely forgetting about the dead hard, and he would have survived there. But because I was in my power, I wanted to, you know, tap, not lunge. And so when he dead hard, you actually wasn't close enough for me to hit him. So slight miscalculation on Yochi's part, but very impressive play otherwise. I'll move this way to try and cut somebody off. I think that's Nancy's blood there. I don't know if she's still here healing or left. That's a blood from her sitting on that gen. I'm just gonna go ahead and Demon Fury towards Hook. They should run because I do return to Hook a lot, but if they're healing, there might be a play to be made. I don't see any scratchies, but I do hear someone to my left. They actually ran kind of towards me. I was very confident she would drop that. I played that very good there, faked her out, but I just wasn't able to turn enough. Ah, very good play by her. Ran to the open though. There's less good play. Fortunately, I'm fucking corn blind, and she gets away with that. But she doesn't have much to run to here besides this one window, and she doesn't even go for that. So she's just dead here. But we did learn something. I need to hug that wall a little bit closer to get value from that movement. I've been hanging there for a moment. They should be on one of these two gens, because I think they'll leave that one alone, because they've moved towards this side. Sure enough. A lot of blood, but not enough. It's a shame that they had nerfed how much blood people generate on gens a while back. Put it on the Bud Crystals too, which bothers me. I'm just going to walk straight into this and hope I get Spirit Fairy. Unfortunately, it drops it too quickly. Pick up some blood. Now, normally I'd be worried about that Dwight just sitting on that gen to complete it, but since they loaded in last, I do not believe they are part of the Swift. He didn't go for that window, so I'm just gonna move towards the door. The plan there was to move towards the door so he thinks I'm gonna break in, so he wouldn't vault. But that unfortunately didn't happen. They healed at Hook. So I don't know if they're gonna be coming towards these gens, or they're gonna go for the last one. Ah, it's a DS play. Oh no, that was actually the Yochi, not the Nancy. Very interesting stuff. Aw, that was a very bad play by me. Big mistake. That's gonna cost us, I do believe. Not if she immediately follows up that fortunate occurrence with a horrible play. Yuchi's over here mending. I'm gonna actually leave her slugged and go for him. Oh, my tracking is terrible. Dwight actually got the For the People play. So we're actually in kind of a poor position here, but fortunately Yochi moved right fucking into us, so we can down here. They're healing back here where the boon is. Because that wasn't Michaela's boon, because it's been placed again. Dwight also moved towards me, but I didn't hear him quick enough, so he actually gets his vault. I can push him towards his pallet, but if he W's away, in a direction other than that, we would have had some trouble. So we're gonna hook as quick as we can and move towards Yoshi, because he seems like he feels like the type of gamer that would have Unbreakable. Now, I was actually mistaken where the boon was. It's actually on the other side of the map where Nancy healed, and you can see she's fully healed and now moving for Yoshi. She'll be able to pick him up, but he won't get much distance, I don't think. I go for this pallet, but I do still have Spirit Fury up and ready. Healed Dead Hard pretty quick here. He actually didn't. He waited a good amount of time before doing that. I would like to go protect the hook, but without my power, I don't think I can accomplish much there, so I'm just going to chase this Yoshi. Because I do believe he is also dead on hook. Now, fortunately, he doesn't actually have a lot to work with here when his Dead Hard's already gone. I'm starting to think this Yoshi might actually be a cheater as well. Because his Dead Hards have been a little bit too perfect for my liking, so I think he might be an auto Dead Hard user, especially with him being on PC. I don't like pointing fingers, but thinking about it's a bit too perfect. But he's dead, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. Now we know Nancy's prowling about here, but we're gonna kick the Jin anyway. I am almost certain that Dwight moved towards that Jin there, but we have a power. Very little progress on it, but it was Nancy, not Dwight. Unless I just saw Dwight out the corner of my eye. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm gonna go with better safe than sorry. I was mistaken. I actually can go around for this Nancy. Not too sure where she ran actually, so I'm just gonna go back to that Jin and the patrol. I was mistaken about seeing that Dwight, which is maybe costly. Yeah, you pulled off some wild, patient Dead Hards, but I know you are a very good player with several thousand hours. I don't know that about this Yoshi. Dwight's behind me for some fucking reason. I'm gonna backstep, and she was actually dead on hook. I don't need to pick up blood. I just need a 115 game here. It might get lucky with Hatch, but we'll see. I have a long wall here, which is a little bit painful for me. Oh, Hatch is actually on this hill, so I can deny Hatch and worry about chasing them at my leisure. Little note about that flashbang, he ran away before he dropped it. And you actually have to hug the pallet for it to blind. You have to be, you know, right up on it if Killer were to kick it. So even if I didn't have Spirit Fury and I kicked it, it wouldn't have mattered. That flashbang would have done nothing. So it was actually Dwight's boon, but I don't think Dwight set that one in the back. So maybe Michaela had a second boon. Not too sure right now. We'll see. Yes, Michaela had a second boon, and it had a Shadow Step on it, actually. I don't know if that came into effect, though. Commentating while playing feels pretty good. It's pretty poggers, I think. We give nobody gate. Because if I give him gate, I get less points, and, you know, points are king here. See, I think Devour is probably one of the most well-balanced and interesting perks in the game. But you may notice something about Devour. It's Hex Devour Hope, and Hex means it's cringe. So. Pain Resi 3 tastes pretty nice. Shit, what perk did I get on the previous Blood Web? It was something like I was living. Oh, Pain Res. Yeah, alright. We're actually going to put on Pain Resonance. It's not like it's not the best perk in the game, but it's more of a passive pop, which I enjoy. Am I dumb? Yeah, I'm dumb. No. I'm actually gonna check out the Steep profile because he's Prestige 52, and I think he has a large penis. Everything's private. Not cool. We do have a medkit in this lobby. I don't think Chlorophobia is worthwhile. It's a lot stronger than it used to be, especially with the skill check speed. And it can be difficult for people going against it for the first time. You know, experienced people. Of course, it's going to fuck up any new person. Sloppy is probably a great choice, especially with the hemorrhage buffs. And I kinda didn't think of it. I used to not run Sloppy on Oni because I like to run Monitor and Infectious, with Monitor taking up Sloppy's spot. But with the hemorrhage buffs, that might be a lot more worthwhile. Catch people healing in boons and stuff. See, that can be pretty detrimental to their time efficiency. Spacey, I hear your request, your diplomacy, and how do I say this? I have a counterpoint, and it is as follows. No. As you can see, my build is actually the best. In fact, people DC because they can taste the pain that is coming. There's no C, that's what happens. It's actually considered a W in my book. See, if I could, I would DDoS the player so I always win. That's a joke behavior. I don't know how to DDoS. I wouldn't DDoS. Please don't ban me. I have a lot of money, a lot of time in this game. Is that how you spell chlorophobia? Like, actually? I'm not writing it, I'm just interested. Do I even have chlorophobia? I should. There it is. Now you're misspelling it. Oh, they reset all my charms again, poggers. I remember a while back I had set charms on every single killer, and they've been reset again. It's pretty good. What rarity are the pride flags? Yeah, the green rarity cosmetic is Rift from a while back. I have to imagine the green rarity, right? Like the little pride crow is. The yellow rarity? There, the yellow rarity poggers. See, this is actually the ultimate mind game, is some people get upset seeing killers have the pride charms on their hook, so they play, you know, they try to play toxics, at least a small minority of players. And, you know, teabagging loses distance, so we want people to teabag. Additionally, only 2 cosplayers, excuse me. Additionally, the default cosmetic may make people think I'm less experienced than I am. I actually regret playing the game, ever. I actually no longer wish to play the game. All energy and passion I had from it has just been sucked out of me. This is not going to be fun for anyone involved, because playing RPD as Survivor is miserable because I played 13 fucking games of it in a row on patch day. And I also can't fucking flick anywhere because you can just go into a doorway and move towards me, so I can't consistently 180. Now, ordinarily, I would legitimately consider DCing at this time, but if I DC, I would have to restart the stream. I don't like RPD. RPD is a pretty strong W map, too. That's just not fun. I mean, only good thing you can think is that at least I know the map a decent amount. See, it's coming to play already. Oh, yes. The, okay, she actually didn't immediately go to the really strong pallet that guaranteed spawn. She actually dead-hearted there, but I was just trying to get blood. Yeah, what happens in RPD definitely stays in RPD. Actually, I shouldn't pick up that blood, because only way I won't get my power from it, and I'll need to hit another person anyway, so might as well just leave it on the ground. They're just gonna run to the God Pallet? No, they're actually just gonna run this. I'm very happy with my movement there. Now I'm actually gonna Demon Fury and go to Hook, because I cannot be bothered to think of this game. They actually already healed, so they'll be moving more towards this way. Look at me, my brain's so massive. Just shy of hitting her there. I don't think I can actually get her on this pallet. She has life. I don't know why she didn't vault sooner then. I actually get Scourge Hook again, which is nice. I can see there's just like 4 extra blood orbs, despite them healing under Hook. That is because people don't bleed after they've been unhooked for like, I think 10 seconds? Maybe a little bit more. I'm just gonna walk forward like I haven't seen them, and then turn, but they actually just assumed I had seen them and ran anyway. They get this pallet. I wanted to backstep there to avoid the sun, but I don't think it really matters. Fortunately, she's actually leading me back towards Hook. I definitely could have gotten that hit if I just reacted fast. I didn't think the pallet would be on that side, though. What is this fucking Meg's deal? It's very strange. I am questioning how that didn't hit. I definitely feel as if I have been outplayed there. Very strange speed boost from this thing. Maybe it was a sprint burst. Actually, I think she's just moving really fucking fast. Is that me? Is that me or this thing moving like really fast? Hope that's just me. I've seen a few cheaters that I can confirm, but they're not very common. At least not just for like random gamers. I shouldn't still be chasing her. I should leave. She's got a med kit, which hurts, but it should be fine. Ah, not enough. Yes, that's definitely a possible cheater. That's some very nice movement from her. She faked the spin one way and then went the other. I misplayed there. I should have gone through the door and just hit her because she was just hugging the window. I also disagree with that. I'm gonna pick up here before they pick her up. Scourge Hook here as well. No boon has been placed though. There hasn't been a boon. Or if there has, then the sound's bugged. I can't stop this, but I can get hit. Go go ahead and chase the lorry to avoid that 10% haste. Oh, my tracking's awful. Lorry is, Life. I shouldn't avoid that pal, that's bad pathing. I do not feel like it should have taken me that long to catch up, but I did path pretty bad as well. Yeah, I feel gens are going pretty fast. People are on it. Especially with every hook being Scourge. Got stuck on that door there. I know someone was down here, so I kind of want to proxy a little bit. Scared me. I've been stuck on a lot of stuff. Pathing really bad. I should actually W. I figured she'd stay at that pallet and try to play it. Nah, I don't want to accuse, but I think it's a possibility. Seemed a little bit sussy. What was that fucking dead hard? Jesus Christ. What a lad. That was a really good dead hard. I missed completely, but... very good dead hard from that, Ada. They were below me. My bad. I thought they were trying to sneak around, but they're actually below me. This is the Fang. I can tell from her breathing. Oh, it's actually Lori. My bad. Lori and Fang breathing kind of sound similar then. I held that hit a little bit long because I was scared that she might be able to avoid that. Another really good dead hard, especially with the way I was moving my camera. It's kind of hard to predict. She's dead. That's fortunate. That gen is super far away, and I haven't been there in a long time, so it's very easy for somebody to just sit there and do it to completion. A lot of blood around that totem. Maybe Ada has a boon and just hasn't been unable to place. I should be picking up blood actually. Alright. So she's running really far away. I'm just gonna loop back around to this gen because I know Lori knows about it. Not on it. That gen. It's risky to leave alone, but I don't want to check it. So let's check this one instead. You're Lori above me. This one's not touched, so I'll just go upstairs. I think I heard Lori. Maybe I was mistaken. Oh, she waited at that window. I thought she just slow vaulted. I believe I was correct with thinking that Ada had a boon. Heard Lori. Actually, first hook there. Now, I can't do much against a coordinated save as Oni without power. I'd like to go up to that library to pick up that blood, but it wouldn't be enough for my power, so I guess there's no point. Lori found Ada or used Boone. Boone, I think, would be up there. Because Ada knows about that totem. I think it's Ada's Boone. They should definitely be posturing for a save. Maybe they'll just let her die on first hook. That's a door open. Maybe they just let her die. I mean, they're both the Lori and Ada are both dead on hook. Clicking actually doesn't bother me with how long I played the game. Misplay by Lori here. Turns out I actually should have collected that blood. I've been able to power the Ada. She should have waited at the pallet instead of doing what she did. Very good movement. She should just drop this, right? Ada actually left. Okay, so I can just chase it without worry. Life. I can just hold you here forever. I don't much mind. Lori be crawling for the X, but I don't know if she'll make it fast enough. She did have a while. I don't know. Not quite. Yeah, they coordinated very poorly for that save. Yeah, maybe it was just a life plus some bad movement on my part. I didn't realize she had life. Maybe I was just having some poor movement, giving her a little bit too much distance. I don't know, it seemed pretty sus there for a minute. Oh, that's why Jin's went pretty fast. There was actually a hyper focus on Ada. A reassurance I didn't get any value. No iridescent Lightbringer. Chaser. Oh. Or Gatekeeper, rather. Jin's went pretty quick. That was, and I did a lot better than I had any right to. I made numerous misplays with my power, and it was RPD. That Lori fucked up pretty bad at the end. Interesting, those bots were actually two different ones. I hit one and the other one's messages stayed up. It's pretty good. Just this once. Now, we don't have every perk in the game, mind you. And a lot of perks aren't leveled up. So your choices are a little bit limited. Additionally, never put that dab emote in my chat ever again. Like, can you shut the fuck up? You do realize nurses is kind of redundant? Because you have bootleg nurses by default as Oni, because you can see blood orb auras. Would you like to rescind that? No, just by default. Because you can see the white auras of the blood orbs through walls. I can run add-ons for that. It's bootleg. I'm not talking about Renjiro's Gauntlet. Renjiro's Gauntlet sucks. I can run like, I think it's yellow. Increases the blood orb or reading range by 30. And then by 2. Yeah, I wasn't talking about Renjiro's. Renjiro's is bad. Both the Oni's iridescents are really bad. They should make Blood Echo. I'll do Discordance because Dissolution's still level 2. What was I saying? Oh, dude, they should rework Blood Echo. Remove the cooldown, make it hemorrhage and broken. Or I guess that's kind of self-defeating. I guess they make it broken and exhausted, or broken, or like broken and exhausted, or just broken. for 45 seconds, no cooldown, Scourge Hook. I think that'd be a lot better than what it is now. People talk about Ghostface's nip slip, but look at Oni. Control. Poggers. I've actually never used crowd control. Deadman's Blood Favor. I thought this was good. That's Deadman's. You know, last second switching out a flashlight is such a Chad move. Honestly. You might get like the gamers that are scared of flashlights that bring Lightborn, and then you last second switch, so they just waste the first lot. That's pretty big brain. There's a fair amount of people that like Lightborn. If you play like, you know, a couple hours, you might get a couple people that do that. Especially if you run a squad with flashlights and y'all last second switch, like medkits or something. It has a key, so they just win in game unless they die beforehand. It was main building blueprint. Hatchet main building. Yeah, what quality is the stream in? Because I have it set to 720p, but I don't know if my internet can actually handle that. I'm considering suicide. That's pretty poggers. Guess my internet's better than I give it credit for. It's not bad for the build, but it's bad for my sanity. But as you can see, we're experiencing gameplay. Oh, she actually ran. What a lad. No mind game on this pallet. Not really much of a mind game on this pallet either. Can bloodlust it though. Now, since we don't have the add-ons I was running, we actually lose distance when we pick up blood orbs. What a weird play. Weird that she wouldn't W to that window. I'm running this really wide. I messed with her a little bit. I clicked. Come on. Use W's to that. I'm actually just gonna leave. Oh, I turned too fast there. That's my bad. Aw, I'm sad that doesn't hit. Got nothing out of my power. That feels pretty bad. Her footsteps are really quiet. You're just gonna run to the window, I'm gonna leave and go to that Discordance room. Good body block. I don't know if this is enough. It's not. We're just gonna 115 here. Easy first down. I think that's a record for first down for Oni. Like quickest, you know? Pretty good at this game. I'm just gonna slurp up some blood for my power. I can't even get that. I should just get the pick up. And Midwich is pretty boring. I think it's pretty easy to play on as Survivor. You just drop shit, you know? I'm just gonna stay pretty close to Hook, but unfortunately me going for that blood just gets them done. Hook for free. And then she gets the W for another, like, 40 seconds, then game's over, I think. Look at her, she's doing the gameplay. Very solid read, but no payoff. This lady seems like quiet. Maybe it's just me. It's probably just me. Had a little pocket to sit in there. All these loops are too short for me to really get value. These hooks are so bad. Like, this is the best I can do. He's right next to the fucking door. I think Yui's here to get the save, right? Surprisingly, no. There she is. It's a little bit late. She had reassurance though. It's pretty poggers. Ah, I didn't want to go that. Can't, like, it's too short to really get value like that. I just have to do this basic. That was actually a quick swing. Now watch this. She's so good at reading. Amazing. Insane movement. Ah, I got stuck there. Cannot turn very good. I had it played pretty good on that. Read perfectly. She's just out. I can't do much. She's W's to the door. I'm just gonna push him out to save my own sanity. Go on. Yeah, Matrix is pretty boring. Pretty palette dense. None of the palettes are like super good. Most of them, but they're good enough to make it a little bit difficult to 115, and they're short enough that Oni can't really do much. And you saw this one palette here. I actually played it fairly good, but Kate had a little pocket she could sit in here, so I couldn't hit her. Yui had smash it. How did she get 46,000? There was no offerings to boost it. Oh, okay. Oni's weapon just despawns when he holds it to his hip. Self-care botany by the bullet. It's pretty interesting. As people have had fairly interesting builds. I thought Hattie was going a little bit fast, but I wasn't sure if it was Hope or not. That really fucked me. No, I think Smash Hit's pretty bad. It's too inconsistent. Like, it's very powerful when you get effects from it, but I think it's just better to run something more consistent like Overcome or Sprint Burst. I just feel like fairly interesting builds. I mean, Vigil, 2 hopes. Or, excuse me, 1 hope. Self-care by the bullet build. Just a not so fun map. They coordinated really good for that save, too. I don't think they were Swift. I think those are just some solid players. What's my phone's battery doing? 64% still. That's pretty good. Yeah, Sprint Burst is probably the most universally useful. Like as far as like usability, consistency, it's got a good deal of utility in like getting out of dead zones. Dead Hard is probably still the strongest for, you know, if it works, it's probably the exhaustion perk that can extend the chase the most. Head On's the funnest. Overcome's my personal favorite. Oop, wrong button. We're gonna play a game of Trapper for dailies. Yeah, 99 Sprint Burst is a little bit less consistent, though. I think it's more of a luck-based thing, you know, getting chased when you have like 5-10 seconds left on your exhaustion. You can, you know, coerce it by, you know, getting it 99 and then getting yourself in chase. But I think it's less consistent that way. Yeah, the unsafe gens, you know, it's got that utility of getting out of dead zones. You can do the ones like in Shelter Woods where it just spawns in a group of trees and you can't do much about it. Yeah, that's some of its best uses right there. You can do really unsafe gens or gens that have become unsafe because all the resources around it got used. Yes, Smash is just too inconsistent. A lot of killers don't care about palettes. You know, Nurse Blink, Spirit Phases, Dredge places his Remnant. This is not going to be a good game. 3 medkits. I think if anything, the Meg and the Fang are swift, but since he has a medkit too, I think it's probably a 3-man. It's rough as Trapper, but I'm not only people 7 traps, I just need chase time. Yeah, but the risk of doing that is the killer might come shortly after you use it. Bots are pretty cringe. I don't want to give you my credit card information, I'm sorry. Wow, okay. That's 3 indoor maps in a row. That's pretty unlucky. I'm just gonna place this here. You know, can't do much else on this palette. You can do some interesting things sometimes, but I think it's just quicker and easier to set it like that. And with Eerie Stone, I can place more basic traps and they'll still be generally useful. Go, random trap. Hell yeah. Random traps fucking poggers. Shout out that random trap. I think that's communication because they definitely should have moved towards that god pallet there. Ram Trap gets her again too. See 3 medkits coming into work. She's actually moving my territory here, which is fortunate. Moving in for the body blocks, which is kind of pointless because I had switched. Oof, that's very unlucky. I have a pallet right here though. You'll drop it. You have Dead Hard. Maybe not. Maybe just an insane player. Utterly crazy. Now, I suspect all this shit gets called, but still useful. I'm actually gonna place one here because of Eerie Stone. They'll disarm it, go in, not realize it rearms, and I'll also place one at the better pallet, the 2 pallets. They actually saved really fast there, which is unlucky. But I'll commit to setting up. Actually very happy with the situation we're in traps, especially with them doing gens pretty slow. I don't understand people who do that, because you just get hit. Drop it even though I respect it. Otherwise you get downed, or hit. Now it's starting to disarm, but that's why I brought the Eerie Stone. Pallet's pretty good, and I'm running it pretty wide, unfortunately. Very good Dead Hard. Fortunately, it didn't work. Oh, for sure. I'm gonna. And you know, more traps they know about, the more they spend time disarming. And that means more time they're not on gens. And it won't matter because I have Eerie Stone. You know, it's not gonna, you know, fix everything immediately, but it's gonna keep things going. This is bait. They'll just get the save, but I don't really mind. I have traps around here. They know about that one, and it's actually disarmed. This Meg is definitely the weak link, so I'm happy to chase her. Howdy, gamer. Amazingly, they didn't try to body block. Now, Sheva will loop around for the save, but I'm happy to chase this woman again. I thought this pod actually went down. That's my bad. She won't do the same Dead Hard trick twice, I don't think. But she'll Dead Hard here to secure the pallet. Good stun, I'll just kick and turn around. Waited for her haste to go off to be able to tell. So this trap actually reopened because of Eerie Stone. So that's a hit there. Good little bait there. Yeah, Eerie Stone is one of the best trapper add-ons in the game. My opinion. Strangely, they didn't go for that pallet save. Instead, they're just rushing to pick up Jake. Oh, she's dead. I wasted time going for that basement hook. That is definitely a misplay. They're all gonna be scrambling from this location, though. Yeah, this is a Swift, and they are coordinated, but they're not doing gens very fast. And it's not like I have a lot of cool or slowdown. I have deadlock. You'll go for that vault, and I'll leave her. Make sure she vaults. Actually, I have a trap down here. Maybe I can get some use there. She's slow vaulted, which tells me she may have life. And if she does, we'll learn it right here. She actually medium vaulted that, so I could have hit because he didn't path right. And yeah, I do believe that's life. Free hit on her. He actually got trapped there, and I would like to have made it there, but with the changes to it, a little bit better. I was silently praying that wouldn't open underneath my foot. Hoping it opens underneath hers, though. Unfortunate. I'm gonna pick this up since I'm right here. Ooh, got stuck on that mannequin's toes. Mannequin's toes collision is really the best part about this game. I was very confident in that play, and I'm glad it paid off. Dude, you actually have so much distance to work with, it's crazy. I'll happily bloodlust this, though. They're healed up and doing gens and whatever, but I don't really mind. That's bloodless too, and she can't really do much at this point. Just watch this. Oh, she actually vaulted faster than I thought she would. I actually lost a stack of bloodlust there, which is very unfortunate. Oh, I'm very disappointed that I didn't get the hit there. That was a big waste of time. So I'll chase you for a second longer, and if I don't down her very quickly, I'll leave. Waited out the dead hard, got the down. Now they actually went there, and they're trapped in, so I'll definitely go and harass them to get a free hit. I actually whiffed there. It was actually a tactical play. Yeah, I'm not doing red glow tactics. You're absolutely right. I'm kind of Wing. I'm worried about getting my daily, mostly. Now, it was a game-losing chase. It should be. But we have deadlock, so we're good. I didn't really come into this game with the idea of winning. I came in with the idea of getting my daily, and I'm playing poor because of it. That is absolutely my fault. Now that LT back there is actually trapped, which may come in handy. Maybe he knows about it though. He pathed a little bit weird. Actually, everything on the fucking map is trapped, so I don't know what he really expects to accomplish here. Very good dead hard, or maybe that was still protection from unhook. Yeah, that is a good play. I'm holding on to 2 traps, and there isn't much left on the map to trap. I'm actually going to hit him out from under the pallet, because somebody is near. But I'm going to walk straight through, because I didn't hear anybody. I'm not going to waste time getting in the basement, but I will hook him here. I'm going to leave that to reset on its own. Actually, I'm going to go check this gen and kick it if I can. Sure enough, someone on it because of communication. Now, Fang, everything on the map is trapped. Like that, Spacey? I didn't think I'd actually get that hit. I was too worried about dead hard to swing early enough, so I think that was very fortunate I got that. Now, because this trap was so ineffective, I'm actually going to pick it up and then spend time trapping both gates. This unit has a fair amount of progress. I'm just going to trap right up here. And then trap at least one of the gates. I might not have time for both. We'll see. Actually, let's see if I can get a little bit closer. That should be good enough. Now, Jake should be pumping that Jin there, and we'll go there before we go to the other gate. Sure enough. They'll call that, Chev will come here pretty quickly, but maybe that 2.5% will become significant. Now they communicate the untrap this, so he's just gonna run here and drop this. I still get the hit because he was greeting for a bone. So I thought I saw Chev in the corner. Definite misplay by me, gave a little bit free distance. Fortunate that actually tripped him out a bit. Oof. Two really good vaults and then one really bad one. Yeah, Sheva moves to that one, and she actually doesn't have enough time to open that. So I'll head straight there, and either she's going to turn around to go for Jake, or she's going to commit to the gate and we'll be unable to open it. I think it'll be fairly close, actually. Ah, I was mistaken. She actually gets out. Hey, lady, if you want to stand here, I can stand here. Stand here for as long as I need to. When you think about it, this is actually optimal Dead by Daylight. Yeah, I'll do that. She's actually a fool and a moron and should feel bad about her lack decisions. See, that's what you call a long con mind game. Easy 4K. played, honestly. Do you have any comments for the gaming you just witnessed? I guess sprint burst. I'm not too sure if I noticed that or not. It has just occurred to me that I have clothes in the washer and dryer. I'll be right back. I'll take my phone with me so I can still read chat though. If you have anything to say. Alright, that's settled. We are officially gaming. Fuck, wrong button again. We have another Trapper Daily, as well as one for artists. I don't feel like doing either of those, so I guess we'll, I don't know. I wasn't actually enjoying Oni all that much. Not as much as I thought I would. We did pretty good on them. You know, some of the games as far as weren't, you know, the best, but I feel like he's a lot better on PC because of how far you can turn. Here, I'll play a game of Blight because I'm bad at Blight. So it should be very entertaining to watch. Like, I'm really bad at Blight. I'll actually Shadowborn it. I think this is that gamer's build, Lilith. I don't want to use any add-ons, but we're just gonna game. Like after Demogorgon, you know, he got buffed and then nerfed again, his add-ons. Like I started to play him a little bit after his add-ons got nerfed, you know, like the pallet destruction speed. And I got kinda okay. Not great, but kinda okay. That is so worthless. Here, we'll actually run recovery add-on, so it's a little bit smoother for me to play. I'm gonna get shit on though. I don't portal much. Like, some people play demo and they don't portal at all. I place portals, but very occasionally. When I play demo, I got like really good at timing the shred perfectly, like as soon as it's available. But like I got mechanically good, but in practice, I wouldn't use it to its full effect a lot of the time. I think Shadowborn is pretty good idea on Blight, especially when you learn him. I used Shadowborn on Horrendous when I first started playing her. It helped with my aim. Of course, there's 2 flashlights, so I'm gonna get poopied on with Shadowborn. Not too worried about it though. Should have put on a bullet point add-on though, or offering. Skill issue. Spacey, there's a game called Death Stranding. You might know about it. I bought it and played through it at release, but I've started a second playthrough this week. Yeah, I haven't played DBD in like 2-3 days. And I started Death Stranding playthrough, and I'm clinically addicted to that game. So I really want to go back to that. So I think I'll play 1, maybe 2 games of Blight, and then go back to that. I'll stream it, but it's not a very engaging game, so you'll probably be pretty bored. Just so you know. Yeah, it's fine. I don't bother streaming then. If you're just gonna be asleep. That's fair. Are you gonna be on Friday, or do I have to wait until Saturday? I'm actually not gonna play any more Dead by Daylight. I'm just gonna go to Death Stranding. I think I played pretty good last game. Despite getting RPD, I think I performed very well. I was pretty. I think I actually had like towards the start. It was actually a really good outplay that I did there at the start of that RPD game. Is it multiplayer? Is it difficult? It's kind of complicated. It's single player. You're the only person in the world, right? But things that other players build appear, kind of like Dark Souls, with like messages and bloodstains. Like, you know, if someone else builds a generator, it'll appear in your world. If someone else contributes materials to building the highway, it'll appear in your world. If someone abandons a vehicle, that'll appear in your world. I don't know if the stream crashes if I switch games or